Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS.
What's up, Jake?
Man, I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a tragedy coming straight out of Queens, New York. Monday,
Queens, New York,
22nd, 2025.
Damn, this is recently.
A 13-year-old freshman was on his way to school, walking through Cambria Heights in Queens, New York.
Damn.
It was 8:30 in the morning when he got shot in the fucking head.
A 13-year-old boy shot in the head on his way to school in Queens has died.
I just heard pop, and then I just saw the kids running down the block, and then I knew something was going on, but usually they're fighting, but then when I saw the kid laying down, I said, nah, that don't look right. And then I saw the ambulance come, and then they picked him up, and he didn't look too good, so. But they fight every day. Every day they out here. You know, you got the little gang members and the little kids fighting.
Left brain dead in the parking lot of a Dunkin' Donuts near the intersection of Linden and Springfield Boulevard.
Damn.
Teens would scatter as the single gunshot was followed by screams and sirens. Sanjay would be rushed to a children's hospital, alive but unresponsive. And if a 13-year-old getting head tapped on his way to school wasn't enough,
bro, that's crazy.
Hear who did it and how it was done. The NYPD would release a still image of the suspect seen where.
Damn, he on camera, broad daylight, barefoot, with that what it look like a motherfucking Taurus in his hand. You know, New York, that's their favorite guns. You know, they can't really have guns like that. You know, they can't walk around with choppers and, you know, Drakes and ARPs. You feel me? Barely even gotta have a Glock. But that look like a D2C Taurus, where they be having. But that just ain't funny. But like, damn, he broad daylight with it's crazy.
And holding a pistol with the hammer cocked back. The shooter would be identified by his high school principal as 16-year-old Jason Sykes. Investigators would learn Sykes went by the nickname Flex. On that Monday, Flex rode up on a Razor scooter, confronting a group of teens. Witnesses described yelling back and forth, then the teens appearing to disperse when Flex pulled his gun. Getting back on the scooter, the teens thought Flex was just flexing and wasn't gonna shoot. So they started yelling at him again, essentially provoking him. Flex would walk back up, and that's when him and Sanjay exchanged blows, fighting in the parking lot.
Then you popped a 13-year-old?
Into a brawl, and Flex would fire into Sanjay's head, sending everyone running. It's unclear if Flex scooted away from the scene, but at one point a witness would try to stop him.
That's some New York shit for you.
Surrender and hand over the gun. Flex refused and then went as far as asking the witness for a ride away from the area. The witness obviously refused, but would ask Flex for his sweatshirt. And in that moment, Flex probably thought dude was trying to help him change his appearance to get away. But in reality,
he was going to
thinking witness wanted a key piece of evidence.
The evidence.
The witness would.
And the little boy is stupid enough to think somebody gonna help him after they just seen you commit a murder. Broad daylight in front of people. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't be thinking, bro. Y'all be slow. Y'all be out here committing crime, want to be street niggas, gangsters, all that. And a random person asking, why would they help you get away? They don't know you. Like, you just pop this boy in front of everybody. And you think somebody's gonna help you? Ain't nobody helping you, bro.
Turn over the hoodie to police and identify Flex by photo, making this a done case.
On me, done case.
The hoodie has his DNA on it that he was seen wearing while holding a pistol before blowing brains. And that hoodie was turned over by a witness who identified him as the shooter.
He probably had blood splatter on there.
The NYPD had plenty probable cause, but one probable problem. Flex got away. The Regional Fugitive Task Force would begin working with the family to arrange his surrender.
Right.
And Sanjay would be declared brain dead. 2 days later, his family pulling the plug. A sad day in Queens, New York, as Sanjay's pictures could be seen all over the news and social media.
That's crazy.
The NYPD would claim he wasn't the 13-year-old his family was portraying him to be.
Probably not.
Sanjay's father would claim his son wasn't involved in gang activities, stating every time he called him when he should be home from school, he was home, and that he had a tracking device in his phone so he could track him. But the NYPD would disagree. Sanjay went by the name J2 Guns on Instagram, And while he had no criminal history, he would post quite frequently about SMM, otherwise known as sex
money, murder.
Sanjay's mother would take a different approach.
See, and I'm sorry for pausing so early, but real life, people don't know it. When your kids leave and they go out the house, yeah, you might not have. He supposedly had a tracking device in his phone, but that don't mean nothing. But you don't know what your kids is getting into while they outside of your home. Yeah, when they at home, yeah, they all this little cute boy, teenage boy. That's because they're around you. You're his comfort zone. You're his family. But when they get outside, bro, they legit claiming something, and they a whole different person. So you like said, I'm not saying I hate when people say my kid son, you don't know what your son was doing. You legit don't know because you wasn't with him hours of the day when wasn't at home. You don't know what he did when he went to school and when he after the little time he had to be outside of school and get home.
Not denying her son's gang activity, she would blame the horrifying shooting on his cell phone and social media, on which he would post things to quote-unquote look grown. She'd continue on claiming the phone is the devil. These kids talk too much on social media. They live on their phone, on social media to hype themselves up, to look grown, to look big and bad.
Yeah.
Sanjay's friends would tell police that Flex was a known troublemaker in the area, but video from the confrontation at Dunkin' Donuts would reveal they were taunting each other, and a male can be heard saying, "Flex is gonna die. Flex is gonna die." Flex was known
Who said that?
Having been arrested at just 14 for robbery and 13 for gang assault. On Friday, September 26th, 16-year-old Jason Sykes, aka Flex, turned himself into police. And today, the day this video drops, he will face the courts and face charges of murder and criminal possession of a weapon. While his age will legally spare him from a life sentence, his actions may end with decades in prison.
Right.
See, Sanjay wanted to claim sex, money, murder. And very recently, former SMM member Hocus 4/5 publicly folded his flag, denouncing his affiliation and encouraging others to do the same.
I first became blood in the year 2000. I was 17 years old. And although, I haven't been actively gangbanging, I would say within the last 15 years, I still promoted it in my music. I still would throw up gang signs, even though I'm not, committing crimes or gangbanging. I guess it was still assumed that I was still an active gang member. I come to a pivotal point in my life where I see what's wrong and I want to fix it. And the gang culture right now, we all are
watered
watching
down.
Our young men and women be destroyed. So with that being said, I want to denounce all gangs. I want to denounce any and every gang affiliation of mine, particularly the sex, money, murder gang that I once represented in a culture that I pushed forward. So ever since I publicly renounced the gang, a lot of brothers been hitting me up like, "Yo, Hocus, I support what you're doing. I love it. Congratulations. I want to do the same. I just don't know how." Well, here's how. I'm going to tell you how. We're going to do it together. I'm starting to drop my flag challenge. We all watch every single day. Every single day we watch it play out. This never-ending cycle of Ricos, conspiracy, murder. Got to stop. It start with us. This is the time. This is the era to do it now.
And this is the exact reason why. Because 13-year-olds are losing their lives to 16-year-olds who are throwing away their lives. All under the structure of SMM's founder, Pistol Pete, who is serving a life sentence plus 105 years in ADX, the dungeon of the federal prison system.
That nigga under the jail.
Now, I want to make it clear, the way that I say things, the way that I title my videos, it isn't meant to be disrespectful, but I understand the power of shock value.
Right.
And the fact that I can reach the youth that I want to reach with these videos and messages by giving them something that's going to quickly get their attention. Now, you can take this argument in multiple directions. The father saying, when I call him to see if he's home, he's home. Well, why aren't you home? Why aren't you there to see what he's doing?
Maybe he at
Why
work.
aren't you looking on his social media to see the proof that he is, involved in gang activity? The mom, she knew he was on it, but instead of blaming herself and the father,
she blaming social media,
blaming the son for entertaining the gang shit, she decided to blame the phone.
Yep.
Something that can't be held accountable. I don't agree with that. Because as a parent, you should have the power to take away the phone. Take away the social media. You can't control what he does when he leaves the house, but if he's doing things in the house to portray to be something that he's not outside of the house, you can attack that. You have to attack that.
First,
you can't play dumb and play victim when your kid is pretending to gangbang. I don't believe that he was out there doing crazy shit. He was 13 with no criminal history, but he was portraying to be something badder than he was. And this is what happens. A 16-year-old who thinks the 13-year-old is badder than he is, pulls up on a fucking scooter with a gun. And when the fight pops off, he pops off and hits him in the head. Now, like I said, because of his age, the 16-year-old will legally get spared from a life sentence, but in New York, you can still get hit with 45, 55, 75 years. You just can't have the word life.
Right.
And truth be told, this is the whole reason that people are saying, yo, leave the gang shit alone. Fold that flag up. I mean, we're going to call it what it is. This is New York. Everybody's in the gang, right? Like, literally everybody. Almost everybody's blood, regardless of whatever set it is. That's just how New York is. Wherever part of New York you're from is going to be covered in gang shit. You know what I mean? So, it's not uncommon for everybody to claim they're a part of something, but that doesn't mean they're like that. Right. You just got a lot of young kids coming from fucked up situations trying to have a sense of belonging or to look cool.
And that would be the most of it. Like Jake said, a lot of kids be coming from messed up situations. You don't know what their households like. Like I said, dude had his pops. His pops said when he called he at home, like I said, where was you at? He might have been at work or something. We don't know. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, then his mama tried to blame the social media instead of like taking his responsibility that her son was portraying this online. Like I said, most kids look to gangs as a stronghold to have some sort of confinement, structure, because they don't have it at home. So it's just what do you expect? But now most of the kids is just doing it to be cool, like what Jake was great to say.
But this is the reason why older motherfuckers are telling you get away from that shit.
Right.
And the thing is, the founder of SWM is highly respected and known for being a serial killer. And he's never coming home. He's in ADX, the most locked down fucking dungeon you can be in. There's nothing after that but hell. If you're in ADX, there is nothing after that but hell. And you have to understand, when you sign up for these gangs, you're not expected to become a multi-millionaire. You're not expected to become some rich rapper or this.
All right, I was saying shit. You could become a rapper, rap about it.
The gang is teaching you sex, money, murder. The gang isn't teaching you how to become fucking successful when the gang's leader, the very founder, is serving life plus 105 years. Rest in peace to the victim in this case. And I mean, I even feel bad for the shooter in this case. 16 years old, just threw his whole fucking life away. And I guarantee he's only gonna get worse being inside of prison. It's 1090 Jake. Drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. I'm rocking with y'all, or y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
On me, rest in peace to that boy. And like I said, the 16-year-old, he just crashed out. What these little boys be doing, crashing out, trying to prove a point with some 13-year-olds. So it's like, man, like I said, if you got kids, teenage boys at home, bro, even the girls want to be gang. I really don't understand that. But like, take on y'all kids, bro. Take their phones, all that, bro. Cause they, like I said, these kids is easily influenced. I ain't saying like we wasn't easily influenced, but these kids really are easy influenced now, bro. I don't know what it is about the street life and gang culture that looks appealing to them. It don't get no better. But like I said, rest in peace to that young man, bro. And yeah, catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all like and comment. Let me know your thoughts on the video. And we out.